8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
It's Monday, so that means 3 things. 1, I'm not EMCM. 2, it's a Mamba Monday. And 3, it's time for the 24 podcast. How you guys doing? I'm your host, the product of poverty's environment, the Pope Chuck Paul. Episode 300. Welcome to New York City. Welcome to New York City. Welcome to New York City. Oh, man. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. Hope you guys are ready for your week. I hope all the fathers had a fantastic Father's Day. Mine was pretty good. Spoke to everyone I needed and wanted to speak to. My beautiful wife took me out to eat last night and to a comedy show. It was headlined by Earthquake, T.K. Kirkland performed, Donnell Rawlings performed, and D-Lay performed. And another comedian by the name of Bishop, another one by the name of Junior. They were all pretty good. I believe it was the dude named Junior I fell asleep on, but the rest were pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. First of all, I want to thank everybody for tuning in for 300 straight episodes. A round of applause for yourselves. Yes. I mean, it ain't been easy, but I'll do some more of the talking about the 300th episode and later in this episode. But we got to talk about last Thursday, the New York Knicks championship parade, and I was down in New York City. Well, I was up in New York City for the parade. Now, I didn't actually get to be inside the parade area, but I was in the vicinity. I got there to New York City at 6:30 sharp, 6:30 a.m. And I thought they were letting people check in at 7 or whatever case may be. But anyway, got the train station, people everywhere. I'm asking police officers and whatnot, hey, where's the checkpoint? Where's the checkpoint? You know what I'm saying? One officer was like, well, a couple of officers were like, well, I don't even know where they are. So I'm following different crowds. Then I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. Then I end up in front of my job. And I find out there's a checkpoint down the street from my job. It's like 650 or something like that. So I followed down that line, jumped in the line with some people, made it about a foot from the checkpoint, and they say, we're not letting anyone else in. I end up running into one of my coworkers, and she was running around with like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to get to a checkpoint. So I'm explaining to her, like, yo, all the checkpoints are along Broadway and these side streets. I said, we gotta get on the line and get to the offices, this, that, and the fourth. After going through multiple places, almost had to not knock somebody out, but they could have been knocked out if they kept on running their mouth. She says she has a friend who was a congresswoman who said, if you can get to Broadway and Maiden Lane, I'll get you in. After like 20, 30 minutes of running around, my cousin and my other homeboy finally was on their way to the city and were going to meet me. So my coworker like, look, I'm tired of running around. I got this camera. My feet hurt. You go ahead without me. She ended up getting in. Met up with my homeboy. We chilled down by my job area. You know what I'm saying? And take a look at these pics. Madness. This was in front of my job, actually. Yeah, people standing on scaffolds, on top of buildings, cars, vans, you know. This dude was literally standing above me. And he did fall on his back. Yeah, trying to climb down. Get the bootleggers out there getting money. Love to see it. But it just wasn't orange and blue skies, handshakes and rainbows and love. Some people were getting into it. There was some fights out there. I didn't witness any of them. I wasn't in those areas. But there was one video circulating with a woman who was on top of a traffic light twerking. And then she ended up tossing a woman off of that same traffic light. And then they ended up fighting. Now, Twerk Girl, what we'll call her, explains what happens. Check this out.
Everybody's saying I'm a bully. I'm not a bully. That's not what I do. I'm not bullying no one. And let me make this very clear. No one's gonna bully me. What's up, gang? It's me, Traffic Light Climber. Everybody wanna know my side of the story. I decided that I wanted to take a picture on top of the traffic light. I don't know the young lady. Shorty wants to be screaming and cussing like, oh, you a fat black bitch. I said, oh, okay, but you're mad though. You're mad though. You're mad though. It got to a point where she was pulling my leg, so I came down. And you see multiple angles, because there's like a million angles out there. I crashed down. I was speaking to her. She was talking. So I was coming down. As y'all seen in the video, Shorty was trying to knock my legs off. You're not about to knock my hands off of it. Well, on the way down, I decided to just had to go, whoop, throw you down before you tried to move my hands. And Shorty thought she was going to beat on me from the back, but I had to twerk. Yeah. But I got fed up at that because I have to hold my weight. I came down, whooped the ass a little bit. Like, I had a great time. I was having a good time. I came out here to have a good time. That's what I do. I love to have fun. I don't start with nobody. That's not my speed. That's not what I do. I'm having a great fucking time. It's been 53 years, bro.
Now let's talk about the actual parade, things like that. Well, first of all, even though I didn't get in the parade, it was still a good time. Like I said, yeah, folks out there chilling, walking around, smoking, dancing. The Nutcracker dude was out selling drinks. You know what I'm saying? It was a good time out there. Hopefully, the Knicks get it done next year, or again in general, they make the parade route longer or use the Thanksgiving parade route. I know normally when teams win, that's where they do it. But we're living in the age of social media, and New York City has grown. The fan base has grown. And this was also World Cup weekend. So, yeah, man. Mikal Bridges went live. Oh, my goodness. This dude is freaking hilarious. I had no idea he was this hilarious. I got up Thursday. I seen all these videos from Mikal Bridges. And there's a few things that Mikal had said during his live. He admitted he could have played better and still has more to prove. Said he wishes he was in the room when Coldplay made Lost. He called Jalen Brunson the GOAT and said that big-head ass nigga needs a statue. He said Brunson and the Knicks are ready for another run. He said Jeremy Sochan is a savage and all his niggas are savages. He referred to Victor Wembanyama as the French Prince nigga. He said Becky Hammond's 1A comments fueled Brunson to win a chip. Called Karl Anthony Towns a Bigfoot ass nigga. Called Chris Paul a troll for sending him a Nets football helmet after he got traded and called him an old ass nigga. Shouted out Atlanta for pissing him off and turning him up. Called Ariel Haporti 35 and joked that he lied on his birth certificate. He said Yabusele is a savage for dunking on LeBron. He confirmed that Dolan did tell the team not to have sex for 10 weeks. He also told Dolan to build a practice facility in the city. And he also said that Leon Rose changed the culture and organization. Now, here are 3 minutes of Mikal Bridges wilding the fuck out on Instagram Live.
What am I drinking? 808? What the fuck? It's 11 a.m., man. Lock in. And no cap, bro. What the fuck am I on, bro? Yeah, can you pour me up a shot, please? It's 11 a.m. What the fuck am I doing, bro? F them picks. Be nice, man. We still got more to prove, man. Still could have been better, man. Let me not talk to y'all like that, because I'm gonna get my bag. I don't need to do that. So really that smooth, huh? Lost by Coldplay. Come on, bro. You can't tell me that shit not a banger, bro. I'm about to play shit right now. I might shed a tear, no cap. I might shed a tear listening to this shit. It's because I'm losing doesn't mean I'm lost. I can cry to this song, bro. No cap, bro. Like, what the? Them niggas, I just want to be in the room when they made this shit. Oh no. Jalen on a view this morning. JB, bad. Goat, bad. Build him a statue. Build that little big-headed ass nigga a statue, bro. And the thing is about him, he's happy. Let me tell you a little bit about JB. He's happy. He's happy he won this motherfucker. He's very happy. I know he is. But if you don't think that nigga not ready for another run, then y'all don't know JB. Enjoy this for a little bit. Get back to it. How life goes. Everybody else, oh my God, Jeremy Sohan, Sochan, whatever. I call that nigga Sochan, Sohan, or whatever. Jeremy, nigga's a savage, bro. That nigga's an ultimate savage. That nigga don't play all playoffs, all finals. And you put that nigga in the last 10 seconds of the game? And you gonna tell him not to fuck up? Not to foul a nigga? Not to give up open three? Go guard Wimbyana? Victor? The fucking French Prince, nigga? Savage, bro. All my niggas are savages, bro. Damn, no cap. Like, just think about this shit. Like, if niggas would have lost, I would not have been on this live right now. That shit kind of crazy. Like, if niggas would have lost, I would not be on this live. Play that nigga when he get to watch for the first time. Damn, nigga, we not watch that. You a ball hog, nigga. Pass the liquor. I'm trolling. I'm a troller, bro. I swear I troll. Sonny not fucking with me. Oh, niggas really won, bro. Like I don't even know that feeling yet. Pause, honestly, like that's why I just gotta just drink and go live for the rest of the summer. Should I just I don't know. I'm really a troll, bro. Let me find something. Shout out to the A though.
Man, he even shouted out 50 Cent. He was playing 21 Questions, Many Men. No, Jose Alvarado was playing Many Men on the float, while Ja Rule was on another float. You know what I'm saying? Now we get down to the speeches and whatnot. Now, I've seen other championship victory parades, and normally they let a few players talk. The mayor of New York City, Mayor Mamdani, however you pronounce his name, spoke for almost 10 minutes. That was longer than Dolan, the team owner. It was longer than the coach, Mike Brown. It was longer than Leon Rose. It was longer than Jalen Brunson. Cat didn't talk. OG didn't talk. Josh didn't talk. Like, I would have liked to hear at least a minute or two from all the players. But here's 3 minutes of the mayor's speech.
If you will allow me, I want to travel back in time 8 days. Game 4. 9 minutes and 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Knicks are down 20. The analytics guys, the sports betting companies, the pundits who watch from far away, they do what they do. They run the numbers. They calculate the odds. They write the Knicks off. They give the Spurs a 99.6% chance of winning the game. A 99.6% chance of tying up the series 2-2, of reclaiming the momentum with the next game in San Antonio. A 99.6% chance of silencing the Garden, of another year of watching and waiting. But there is one thing that the pundits just don't get about this team, that they just don't get about this city. It is in that 0.4% that we go to work. It is in that 0.4% that Jalen Brunson, the same guy that so many said was too small, proves that not only is he good enough, he is the new standard for greatness. It is in that 0.4% that OG Anunoby watches the ball float from the top of the arc and start running toward the basket, fingers reaching towards the heavens. It is in that 0.4% that Karl Anthony Towns finds the strength to mourn his mother and still pull in rebound after rebound, make block after block. It is in that 0.4% that Jose Alvarado shows every kid growing up in public housing that a son of Brooklyn and Queens can win for every one of the 5 boroughs. It is in that 0.4% that Mitch breaks his finger before game 1 and says, go get the tape. It's in that 0.4% that Josh Hart gets rebounds that break teams, that Mikal Bridges proves he was worth every single draft pick, that Landry Shamet pulls up from downtown, that every one of these 18 players transforms the franchise, that Mike Brown keeps this team believing. Most of all, it's in that 0.4% that the Knicks do what New Yorkers have always done when we are told something is impossible. We find a way. We win. Standing here before what feels like the entire city, there is a Jalen Brunson quote I can't stop thinking about. I'm going to tell you. You are allowed to think about the worst possible scenario, but you got to go out there and do something about it. When Jalen Brunson took that pay cut, my friends, that was doing something about it. Time after time, we thought about the worst possible scenario. And time after time, the Knicks went out there and did something about it. The Knicks did not just win for New York City. They won like New York City.
And here's a clip of Jalen Brunson at the podium.
There's a lot of people who have a lot of opinions. But when you prove them wrong, you really don't have to say shit to them. Nah, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, Brunson he's still throwing shots at motherfuckers. Hey, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? I recently was going through, I think it was the Score Facebook post when Jalen Brunson was traded to the Knicks. You should see those comments. My goodness. I might post them on on my socials so you guys can check out. But in other NBA notes, no pictures, no videos, Stephen A. doubled down on his apology to Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart on their Roommates podcast live. And Josh Hart also said the Spurs were food once he seen that they were all emotional and celebrating that OKC win. He said, yeah, they beat the champs, but you still got to win 4 more games, And Josh Hart also threw a shot at Becky Hammon and said, we're still waiting for one more apology. Yeah. Big mouth Becky. Bet that mouth good for some. And tomorrow and Wednesday, the NBA draft. That's right. Here is the draft order again. Washington Wizards with number 1. The Jazz at number 2. Grizzlies at 3. Bulls at 4. The Clippers have the 5th pick from the Indiana Pacers. Brooklyn Nets have the 6th pick. Kings with the 7th. Hawks with the 8th from the New Orleans Pelicans. Mavs with the 9th pick. Bucks with the 10th. Warriors 11th. Oklahoma City Thunder have the 12th pick from the LA Clippers. Miami Heat at 13 and the Charlotte Hornets at 14. Okay. AJ DeBonsta is the projected number 1 pick. Hope I didn't butcher your name, young man, but I'm quite sure I did. Yeah. Moving right along, we got to talk about raising Kanan. See, I was telling y'all it was going to be kind of difficult for Kanan, Breeze, Unique, Snap, and Pop to all work together. But the episode begins with Unique meeting up with his girl, Pernessa, and his son at the stash house. She's talking to him, saying, you need to leave the streets alone. He said, that's all I know. I'm from Southside, and I'm going to die in Southside. When he was leaving out, his son ran to him, gave him a hug. And that might have changed his mind about leaving the game. But we'll get to that later. Rock is looking for a new supplier now that Stefano cut her off. Marvin's on the hunt for Unique. He's paying dudes to give him info. And then Unique approached Breeze again. And it wasn't good. Breeze told him, yeah, all those options you claim you having, that ain't nothing but vapor. Know what I'm saying? He said, you ain't got no crew. And if you did, they got nothing to fight for. And Unique said, they fight for me. And Breeze said, nah, they fight for who feeding them. And you ain't feeding them. Damn. And later in the episode, police officers ran through Kanan's stash house and told him he can no longer operate his operations and find somewhere else to operate at. So I guess him and Breeze going to be doing work after all. And then Kanan went to speak to Breeze and whatnot. Everything's on the up and up. And then Unique met up with Kanan. He was trying to tell him, look, I ain't trying to be a partner, but I'm just letting you know. They're using us. They just trying to take our crews and get rid of us. Kanan don't care. He's like, look, they about to have the whole South Side. It's either I get with them or I'm going to get down. Unique is like, yo, you too young to even realize what's going on. And then that's when Unique brings up Lulu. He said, yo, you never asked me about your uncle. Unique said, if someone killed my family member, they ain't seen the next morning. Kanan is like, well, there's no need to talk about things that won't change. And then Unique starts going down the list. Maybe Rock did it. Maybe Marvin did it. Then he said, maybe you did it. Kanan don't say nothing. Drives off. Interesting, right? Interesting. Then later on in the episode, Marvin gets the address to Unique's stash house where Pernessa's staying at by killing his Jersey homies. Breeze and Kanan's masked up, ready to go inside of Unique's apartment to take him out. So we have Marvin at Unique and Pernessa's house, and you have Kanan and Breeze at Unique's apartment. And he's not in either spot. Next scene, you see him driving off somewhere with Pernessa and his son. And he's done with New York. He ain't coming back. Ain't that something? The drug dealer actually walks away alive in a show. Bravo. For now. I mean, I don't see him coming back, but if he does, I think it will to stir some shit up. Because we all know that he didn't kill Lou. I mean, he might have ended up killing Lou if he would have found him in there with Rilla. But we still shall see how this plays out. You know, next episode, we see Marvin and Kanan get into it. We see Jukebox running up on the cop Garcia. We shall see, we shall see. Also, in some random news, I get up this morning. Cousin sends me a link to T.I. on a Joe Budden podcast. And he has this to say.
I don't want to indulge in that side of life no more. I ain't even interested, bro. Like, ain't no money over there in that shit, bro. That shit pro people activity.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, shit. T.I., man.
I'm 45, bro. I'm 45. What the fuck I'm doing going back and forth with a nigga, man? Like, for what, bro? Like, why?
To celebrate music.
To celebrate music. I could do that talking about me.
So let me get this straight. When your wife did Verzuz, was it broke people activity? When you were begging 50 Cent for the last 5 years to do a Verzuz, was it broke people activity? Jeezy broke? Is Gucci broke? Like, T.I., stop it, dog. 50 done broke this man's heart, his will. Got him saying all types of dumb shit. Oh my God. It's a damn shame. I hope 50 repost that Joe Budden clip, because this is hilarious. And how come nobody on Joe Budden checked him and said, dude, weren't you the one begging 50 for a Verzuz? Hey, man. It's whatever. It's whatever. Before I let go. Woo! 300 episodes. That's right. Started this podcast. Well, the first episode was August 24th, 2020. Kobe Day. 824 podcast. I did not think I'd be doing this podcast this long. Going on 6 years. And I have seen plenty and plenty of success doing this, as far as viewership going up from 100 to 2,500. Halfway there in the monetization. I need you guys to start watching the long episodes, even if it means just leaving it on your screen, just letting it play over and over and over. I'm trying to think what more I could do. Well, of course, I gotta start these live streams. Trust me, I'm gonna start the live stream soon. As soon as I get my gaming chair, you know what I'm saying? Prime Day is tomorrow, so we shall see, we shall see. Because I can't be sitting on this stool for an hour or two doing a live stream, you feel me? I'm going to thank a few people. My boy Kevin Ollie, my boy Rob, my homegirl Janelle, my boy Justin, my cousins Varney, Joe, and Julius, and of course my wife. I name drop these people because I've known they've watched these episodes because they either comment or text me about these things, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for always supporting your boy. Yeah, man. Also, get your Father's Day tee. Bow. It's in the shop. $50. I think I'm going to put out some long sleeves and some hoodies too. You know what I'm saying? But I will be taking these off the site in September. Just to let you guys know. But yeah, man. Thank you for tuning in 300 times. Always watching. Always subscribing. Always liking my videos. You know what I'm saying? So, like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment. God is good. God is great. They ain't got my paper straight. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace out.